I work for the Talbot County Chamber of Commerce. I've worked for Chamber of Commerce, development corporations, and convention visitors bureaus for the past 34 years. I've never worked in a town over 25,000 people and grew up on rural Long Island, very similar to what I saw when I came here 15 years ago. Since arriving in Talbot County, I've been on numerous boards and commissions, been appointed by the County Council, the Economic Development and Tourism Commissions, served on the Talbot Family Network, was president of the United Fund of Talbot County, and have had an opportunity to appear before various legislative branches, county government, town government, state government, and the federal government to testify on various issues. My desire to be a representative from Ward 1 is because I see a lot of neighborhoods that need representation. Each neighborhood in Ward 1 is unique and has unique things that are important to them. I feel as though with my experience being able to sit with people, learn about their issues, and then find solutions for their issues, that I would be a good fit for the ward. Thank you very much.
My name is Phil Foster, and I'm a candidate for the Ward 1 Council seat. Public service has been a major part of my life. I've been honored to serve as your state's attorney, delegate to the General Assembly, and council member for Talbot County and president. That's a lot of experience. But the other day a friend asked me if it did not make me overqualified for the job. You know, you always think of what you should have said after you've answered a question. Well, my answer then was that having served at other levels of government would be a tremendous advantage as the town interacted with the state and the county. And of course that's true. But what I should have said was that you can't be overqualified to be the people's representative. After all, it's the people's representative who must make the call on matters of controversy. And the more experience the person has, the better. So when we discuss strategies for dealing with a heroin epidemic that is sweeping the county, and this area as well, won't it be helpful to have the former state's attorney who put together a county-wide narcotics task force in the room? If we face the loss of jobs such as was threatened by the hospital move, airport runway extension, or potential move of the postal distribution center, won't it be helpful to have a council member who has demonstrated his willingness to fight to keep those jobs here? And when we plan for the future of this community, won't it be helpful to have a representative who not only has 12 years experience considering the questions at the county level, but 50 years knowledge of Ward 1? If you agree that the answer to these questions is yes, I ask for your vote on Tuesday. Thank you.
I served on the Easton Town Council for 8 years, and I think I did a credible job. Within the context of that work, I was responsible for initiating the affordable housing, which became legislation for the town of Easton. And affordable housing had very different components, one for the very poor, one for the middle class, and some for the working new professionals. And I was very proud of that because I worked with the TPA and some other groups, along with our council, who decided that it was really an important project to bring housing into this area. And I'm very disturbed because it seems like we haven't progressed since 2008. I also decided that I wanted to be a part of the town again and help to manage it in a better way. It seems to me that there should be some explanation, and you should want to know why our town manager is getting $384,922 a year. $384,922. That's too much, you know, for this small town. If you look on the website, you will see the other budgets. I started to make copies, but you can go and find it, and you'll see the clerk is making over $100,000. I mean, this is a waste of money. I was also concerned that we've had so many economic development, she says quit. All right, I shall obey.
Running for the Easton Town Council, frankly, because it's on my bucket list. Seriously though, I have been a local businessman for over 45 years and a business owner for over 25 years. I have the experience and the management skills that I feel would be an asset in working with the other members of the town council. My long history of community service includes I'm a U.S. Army veteran, having served 3 years, 2 in Germany, where I managed an accounting unit at a depot in Germany. I'm a firefighter and EMT for 18 years. I do serve on the advisory board of the Midshore Community Foundation, where I established, among other programs, the Bonnie Hillman Cancer Fund. I have served on the board of the Easton Club Community Association, and I am a member of the Easton Rotary Club. And I ask you for your vote for the Easton Town Council Ward 3.
Baltimore County native originally, traveled mostly in my career to major cities, learned executive leadership. There's some information in the back where you can see my bio and also look at my vision and platform. This election is about executive leadership and mayoral duty. My record as a leader and a manager is strong, and I like to fix things. I've become alarmingly disturbed by some of the practices and processes in our town. I will address these through a series of questions. Why was the town's interest nearly sold for $1 without a better informed public as regards the Avalon building? Why did our water rates just increase by nearly 40%? And does that mean there's a 40% increase also in the wastewater treatment? Why did the 501c3 nonprofit Easton Volunteer Fire Department endorse the current mayor, thereby jeopardizing their legal status? Why does the Waterside Village, the target area, look as it does rather than as was approved by town council in 2003? Why does the town manager live outside the town of Easton? And why did mayoral line items increase so much between 2011 and 2013? As one of 27,000 registered voters in town, I want to know the answers to these questions. I hope you do too. Vote for me as a write-in candidate, and we'll find out together. Thank you.
My name is Robert Willey, and I've lived in and around Easton my entire life. My wife Betsy is from Oxford. We have 3 children. The oldest boy passed away a few years ago, and we have 4 grandchildren. I've been active in civic affairs my entire adult life, including the Easton Volunteer Fire Department, the Elks Club, the Kiwanis Club, all sorts of Little League sports, and town government. My attention in the next 4 years will be directed towards many improvements to our town, including infrastructure repairs, recreational improvements, continued creation of new quality jobs and opportunities, and a continued first-class public safety program. I want to be part of the continued prosperity of our town and feel the pride that all of our town departments take in their jobs. We have the most talented workforce ever seen in the town of Easton, and they continue to improve and complement each other. We are recognized throughout the state as a progressive, well-maintained, safe, and interesting place to live. We are also blessed with a population of volunteers and works well together. I sincerely wish to be part of an exciting future for Easton. Thank you.
I am running because Easton is a really great community, which is a beautiful town area, great cultural institutions, clusters of well-planned neighborhoods, and excellent police and fire services. But we can't rest on our laurels. Each of these elements is facing real challenges. It's important that we do what we can do to improve the quality of life and the value of our property. I believe I would bring a unique and valuable background to the Easton Town Council. I have been in public service for most of my life with a strong background in public safety. This includes 39 years of local, state, and federal government service. 8 years of that in law enforcement and 31 years with the U.S. Department of Transportation. I was appointed by Governor O'Malley to serve on the Governor's Task Force for Drunk and Drunk Driving, serving on the panels for enforcement and legislation. I have efficiently managed large government budgets. Here are some issues for improvement. Increase housing options for more diverse neighborhoods. Reduce the community's carbon footprint by encouraging walking and biking as alternatives to automobile use. which includes sidewalk improvements. Economic development that allows for meaningful jobs for kids that grow up here. More needs to be done to address the commercial area on Route 50 with a goal to make it more pleasing. Public safety constitutes about 42% of the town's budget. We have a very good police department in Easton, but it needs the resources it needs to continue to meet the challenge of a growing epidemic of heroin usage and associated crimes. It's also important to ensure Easton Volunteer Fire Department is not overwhelmed by development necessitating the creation of a very expensive paid fire department. On the planning front, we need a direct, balanced direction on growth and to make sure the town remains on solid financial footing. We have a low tax rate, and to keep that, we must balance our budget and pay for only those things that are really needed to ensure that Easton lives within our means, because nobody wants to raise the capital and property taxes.